find someone that I like online, I think so can everyone else.
You shouldn't put limitations on yourself. You should give it a try and see whether it suits you.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I always feel like the guy should be the first person to make the first move.
These days, dating apps are all the rage for folks who are single and looking. Some apps like Tinder have quite a scandalous reputation in Singapore, while other apps are supposedly purely made for you to find true love. So what do people really think about dating apps?
What apps are you using?
OkCupid, Tinder.
Yes, I use Tinder.
I downloaded Tinder and Lola.
Been using Lola for around 6 months.
Paktor, and recently Lola.
Then I met up with 5 girls. One of them became my girlfriend.
So how long do you take before you decide the person is worthy of saying yes or no?
Initially, I started it, okay, I'll spend time looking at the About Me, right? Because I didn't want to be the shallow person. So I go and read the About Me and then look at all the other pictures. I would take basically about 2-3 seconds before I decide. After a few days, you're sort of like, whatever, this is so addictive. You just swipe yes, swipe no. And then the more you swipe yes, the more matches you get.
So it seems that all everyone needs is a few short seconds to decide whether the person in the profile is a right match. There's no denying that physical attraction is important, but are those few seconds enough?
You can upload up to 5 photos that represents you most accurately.
There's one of me playing guitar. So, because I do play guitar a lot.
I would try to include pictures where I'm with friends so that it shows that I'm a more average person and not some loner.
There's one about with me wakeboarding that was quite a big part of my life.
So what sort of impression do you want people to have of you?
Interesting, outgoing, fun-loving, can be quite wild but can also be quite domesticated.
I want to meet someone who is much similar to myself as opposed to trying to fake a personality and later the person find out that I'm not who I am on the profile.
Sometimes it's a combination of where you are and where you want to be. So I think it's varying degrees of truth, and the truth is subjective as well.
Let's take a good look at your own profile picture, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any of the dating apps. Do you really look like the person in it? In the world of dating apps, getting a match is only the beginning. Now that you've got one, what's next? Maybe you make the first move lah.
Yeah, but just with a very short hi or how are you doing.
Do you get good replies from that?
No.
I wait for the guy to say something.
Why so?
I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I always feel like the guy should be the first person to make the first move.
Usually I wait for the guy to ask like, oh, would you want to grab dinner this week?
For people on dating apps, online chatting can last from days to weeks or even months, depending on your personality and I guess how eager you are. Now that you've gotten comfortable with each other online or even on the phone, here comes the next big step, meeting up in person.
So I think it's actually safer to meet someone face-to-face than to do extended periods of online chatting and have feelings involved and then find out that this is not the person that's for you.
How long were you speaking to her before you decide that you want to see her in person and take it offline?
Around 3 weeks. I asked for a number.
What kind of conversation were you having?
We talked everything under the sun. That gave me the feeling that we do have positive connection.
Was he anything like his profile?
Maybe similar, like nothing completely different.
Have you ever been like shocked?
Not really shocked, but I think the complexion might be a little bit different.
She looked 50% different from her profile picture.
Really? So how did you react?
Nothing. I mean, I just have a dinner with her and we are friends.
Dating apps can be quite daunting for those who have never tried them before. There are hundreds and thousands of profiles to pick from. The possibilities seem endless. But once you get past the initial skepticism, it can get quite addictive, swiping left and right, saying yes or no. It's literally the gamification of dating, and some people play the game better than others.
I think it provides a good alternative. You have to really put yourself out there and you have to be willing to try and fail.
It's best to know people through a natural setting.
And I have friends who think that people on these apps are really just out for casual flings, so they might be apprehensive about it.
If I can find someone that I like online, I think so can everyone else.
For anyone looking for love, you shouldn't put limitations on yourself. You should give it a try and see whether it suits you.
So what do you think? Is it crazy to go on finding love on dating apps? Or have you actually found one yourself? Share with us your experiences by tweeting with the hashtag #LonelyInSG.